Lifeline rig out of Hamilton to Montana Road. Circuit 2's mobile heading towards the fire at Morella.
For me, it's a lot of haunting flashbacks. The straw that broke the camel's back is there was a car versus truck accident. Fully involved B-double. The driver of the four-wheel drive was deceased at the scene. My name's Peter Green. I live in Hamilton. I am still a CFA firefighter, but broke down with post-traumatic stress in 2016. And this is my story. I joined CFA when I lived in Melbourne when I was 16. So I joined with my dad, and he joined just after Ash Wednesday in '83. I suppose you don't really contemplate what's going to come because you sort of go, oh yeah, I'm going to deal with fires. I was 16 when I saw my first fatal car accident. It wasn't because we chose to put me there, it was just there was 3 guys to get on the truck and I was one of them. I got referred to a GP here who specialises in men's health and mental health. He spoke to me for about 5 minutes and said, yep, it's post-traumatic stress, and explained to me that I have what's nicely called a conversion disorder. I ended up feeling like I'd lost complete sensation of touch, smell. Hearing was partially affected as well down the right-hand side of my body. It's depression, it's anxiety, it's nightmares, night sweats, night terrors, the morphing of loved ones into it and them being the victims of it. To be honest, it's one of the scariest things I've ever dealt with. And I've seen some pretty scary things. You know, being 3 lengths into a burning shop or a burning house or facing major bushfires or whatever, they're pretty daunting things and they pale into insignificance when you haven't got control over everything that's going on in your head. I spent the better part of 2.5 years travelling backwards and forwards from Hamilton to Melbourne every 2 weeks for treatment. That put a massive strain on, family life and everything else. It's one thing to go and speak to the psychologist. It's another thing to buy into what they're doing. I had to relive and work through probably 6 or 7 of the worst incidents that I've done. If I hadn't have got treatment, I'd be 6 foot under. I speak from a firefighter because that's my background. But it doesn't matter whether you're a firefighter or whether you're someone in the street who has been assaulted or whatever else. Don't suffer the mental anguish in silence. Stress and shock is going to take time to process, and there's nothing wrong with having to sit down with the local GP or sit down with a psychologist and even just a counsellor, just to process those emotions and being able to feel human.